I'm in bed here because I haven't been too well, so I haven't been coding much at all. But I thought, what could I do for a video? And this is going to be a new thing for me. It's a book called Clients from Hell, and it's about people who are graphic designers or web designers, developers, and it's basically what they've come across in their professional career. Apparently, it's based on a website called Clients from Hell, but I don't know much about that site myself. Anyway, I've had so many clients from hell. It's been, and I really thought it was me. And I haven't done any client work since 2014, so it's about 2 years ago. And I've had stuff, for example, a woman who had an arts and crafts shop, and she wanted me to do a website for her. And where my parents-in-law live, it's down the south in a rural community. And this was about 7 or 8 years ago, and they didn't have broadband at that time. And I was only gone about 10 days with my wife, and in the meantime, when I come back, although I'd done a little bit of work for her offline, she said she'd gotten a new web designer, which is so cheeky, it's rude, bad-mannered, all them things. It is amusing. I thought it was amusing at the time, and you know, she said, well, I've just got somebody else, and I said, well, you know, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you text me? And she just said, oh, I thought it would be all right. So, I mean, you can't argue with them people. You can't reason with them people. Weirdly enough, I'm actually a friend of hers now, but we keep totally away from any web design or anything like that. So I also, I think it was this year, a rock band got in touch with us and asked me to do. They said, I like your work, Nigel, and could you do a logo for me? And and then I said, yeah, that wouldn't be a problem, because you were focused on a particular way to go. Usually they say, well, try it yourself and see what happens, which I hate that. They have to know what's in their mind themselves. So and then they come around and then they said, oh, we'll pay you for it. And I said, well, of course they'll pay us for it. You know, I mean, how do you think I make money? You know, and like sort of, I've had other ones, and I can understand this. It's actually in this book about, you know, why is my site not in Google, and you just put it up and it's not on the first page. I've had that before. I do understand that. I don't think that's too wrong. I can understand, because people think, oh, as soon as it goes on the net, it goes to Google. Anyway, this book is absolutely, totally and utterly laugh out loud. It's so funny. I mean, on the back there, it's got the unicorns don't look realistic enough. Well, obviously. Anyway, there's just a few little things I've picked out. On page 14-15, if you're interested in this book, I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that. It's just usually it's just little segments taken from graphic designers or web designers, and this is another one. It says, if I press the home button, where will it take me? And another one on page 15, it says, client, it says, the password for the CMS doesn't work, and the web designer says, what password did you use? And then the client's password, and web designer says, oh, I see, that's because the password is wrong. 2 minutes later, the client phones back up. It says, wrong doesn't work either. It's hard to deal with people when they're that stupid, really. But anyway, on this one here, this is page 66. Just taking a few funnies here, and it says at the top there, all these drawings of dinosaurs, why can't we just use photos? I'm that type of thing tickles me. And just another example here is 103. It's page 103. I'm hoping you can actually see this video okay, because I'm only seeing the lens itself. It says this is the client. It says, I don't care if we lose 90% of our visitors. We can't have a skip option in the flash intro. We paid a lot of money for that, so everybody has to see it. So if you lose 90%, and these type of things, these are not uncommon. If you're in this industry, or it's okay to try and build a portfolio, if you like, of friends and family that maybe doing them for nothing or just a few quid, and that's fine at first. But you've got to realise when you're doing it for friends, there's other friends. I've had an experience of this where they'll ask you, how much would you do a website for us, and I'll say, whatever, and they'll say, oh well, you did it for such and such a mutual friend for a lot less, and I said, look, that's the price. I did it because I was trying to get a portfolio together. The job will be right. I mean, like I'm a perfectionist personality. I like things done right. I think I'm good at what I do. I try and do a good job for people. And that's just the way it is. And I think a lot of web designers, developers, or whatever you want to call us, I think we're all in the same thing. We do enjoy the job, but the thing is that you've got to have, the clients. They've got to realise that people are artists in a way, and you've got to really like sort of say, look, this is where it is. But anyway, there's a serious note on this book, and it is a very, very serious one. And starts from page 74. This is the longest story in this book. I mean, it's quite a short book, and it goes on for 9 pages, I think. And it's called A Cautionary Tale. It's by Anonymous, actually, and I think what they did is put their story on this on Clients from Hell website, although I've never been on, as I say. But there's a lot of really, really good info on this. This is serious stuff. This is where you can get like clients. They can take a lend of you. They can be fine at first, but you actually can have mental breakdowns through or depression or anxiety. I've been there myself. People have really they've gone too far really. And this is a cautionary tale about a person who, like probably most of us, is just trying to do as good a job for people as they can. But when people start to take a lend, they actually take over your life. They can call you any hours through the day, and you just got to say, look, I can't do this anymore. The person, I'm not sure if it's a female or a male, but anyway, a good thing to, in my opinion, is to what this person says. If you want to do a job, have a contract, whether it's friends, or family. If it's your mum and dad or something like that, it doesn't really matter. But whether it's a distant family or whatever, have some contract, even if it's not a paid contract. When you're doing paid work, put some money up front. Make them pay up front. In here it says about 50%, and I go on like the film Day of the Jackal, 50% up front, 50% when it's done, and I think that's a fair amount. And this you're going to get paid something at least for doing the job. If both sides want to come out of it, as long as you're getting some money out of it, and you can move on a little bit. But that is a serious thing, because like depression can come in any job, but when you're doing design work, sometimes you're not appreciated. But please, that's my opinion on it. Other people have different ones, but if you're working for yourself, you need a contract. and you need money up front. Anyway, I'll put the link for this. It's £8.99 from Amazon UK. I think it's cheaper in America, and as it always is with books. But anyway, it's a great laugh. Most of it's good fun, but there's some good advice. There's some good sound advice in there. If you're a newcomer to this, don't sell yourself short. If you get a portfolio, yeah, but do sites for yourself, and that's the way forward. So thanks for watching this new type of video that I've done. As I say, I haven't been too well lately, so thanks for watching and thanks for listening.